Good morning, children. Today is my first day. I will teach you science. My name is Niva Kumari. All of you must be knowing. Children, you have read chapter nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals. I think all of you have written question answer in your notebook and you have learned this chapter properly. Today you will start new chapter. Name of the chapter is Chemical Substances and Processes. In the previous class you had studied what is a matter. A matter is a substance which occupies space and which has mass. Matter may exist in three states: solid, liquid or gas. Children, you know that all matter is made up of small particles called atoms or molecules. Okay? Atoms combine to form molecules. And materials which are made up of same type of particles are called pure substances. A pure substance is made up of same type of particles. These particles may be atoms or may be molecules. Okay? So, pure substances are of two types: elements and compounds. Both are pure substances. Elements and compounds are pure substances. Now you should know about them one by one. An element is a pure substance which is made up of only one type of atom. Like iron is an element. In the iron, only iron atom is there. In the similar way, if you see copper, it is also an element which is made up of only one type of particle, that is atom. So, elements are pure substances which are made up of only one type of atom. There are 118 elements. Okay, children? When you will be promoted to next class, you will study these elements are also classified into different types like metals, non-metals, etc. Now you have to study only that element is a pure substance made up of only one type of atom. Some examples of elements you have seen: aluminium, silver, gold. These elements are mostly used in our day-to-day life. Now, compound is also a pure substance which is made up of only one type of molecule. And molecule consists of two or more atoms in a fixed ratio. It means a compound is a pure substance which is made up of two or more elements in a fixed ratio. For example, if you see water, chemical formula of water is H2O. You see, it is water and it is H2O. Now, this H stands for hydrogen and O stands for oxygen. So, water is a compound. It is made up of H2 means 2 atoms of hydrogen and O means 1 atom of oxygen. So here atoms are combined in a fixed ratio and they form a molecule of water, H2O. Now you see children, if you take water from river, pond, lake, sea, ocean, well, from anywhere, then what do you observe? The composition of water is same. All water, whether it is of river or pond or lake, all these water have same composition, means they consist of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. You see many compounds around you. In the air there is presence of carbon dioxide, carbon C, and dioxide, oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen. You again see it is carbon dioxide, CO2. C stands for carbon, O stands for oxygen, O2 means 2 atoms of oxygen. Here 1 atom of carbon is combined with 2 atoms of oxygen to form carbon dioxide, which is a compound. Okay. Similarly, you see salt. Salt is composed of NaCl. Na means sodium, Cl means chlorine. It is sodium chloride. It is also consisting of 1 atom of sodium and 1 atom of chlorine. Both are combined to form sodium chloride. So it is also a compound. Similarly, this sugar C12H22O11. Again it is a compound, it is a pure substance because it consists of 3 types of atoms which are combined in a fixed ratio. 12 atoms of carbon, 22 atoms of hydrogen and 11 atoms of oxygen. They are combined and they form one molecule of sugar. So this sugar is also a compound because elements are combined in a fixed ratio. Now it's clear to you what is an element and what is a compound. Both are pure substances, and mixture is also present around you, which is not a pure substance because compounds are mixed in the mixture in any ratio. They are not combined in fixed ratio. For example, air that we inhale, that is important for our survival. Air is a mixture because in air oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, some inert gases, water vapor and dust particles are present, and these things are present not in fixed ratio. So air is a mixture. Mixture is of 2 types, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is a mixture in which the components cannot be seen separately. For example, if you take a glass tumbler, fill it with water and add 1 tablespoon sugar or salt in it and stir it, you get a mixture. You get a mixture, and in the mixture you cannot see sugar and water separately or salt and water separately. Such mixture is called homogeneous mixture, in which components are not seen separately. Now, if you take a glass tumbler, fill it with water and add sand in it and stir it, you will see after some time sand will not dissolve in water and you can observe sand and water separately. So, this mixture is a heterogeneous mixture. In heterogeneous mixture, components can be seen separately. So, element and compound are pure substances, whereas mixture is not a pure substance. Now, in the table, there is one table. Children, you see, in this table, name of some materials are given and you have to identify whether it is pure substance or mixture. Like first one is air. I have already told you that air is a mixture of different gases, water vapor, dust particles, etc. So, air is a mixture. Iron. Iron is an element. It consists of only iron atoms. So it is a pure substance. Next is water. It is chemical formula is H2O. Means water is a pure substance in which two atoms of hydrogen are combined with one atom of oxygen. Next is soil. Soil is a mixture. In soil, you will see it consists of inorganic substances, organic substances like humus, some living organisms are there, air is there, water is there. So, it is a mixture. Soil is a mixture. Lemonade. In the summer season, you generally drink lemonade. How do you prepare it? You take a glass tumbler, fill it with water. Now add few spoons of sugar in it. After that, you add lemon juice and stir it. You get a mixture. Lemonade is a mixture because you can add sugar or lemon juice according to your juice, according to your choice, okay, according to your taste. So the components are mixed, compounds are mixed, and these compounds are not mixed in a fixed ratio. Lemonade is a mixture. Now gold. Gold is an element. It consists of only gold atom in it. So it is a pure substance. Next is oxygen. Oxygen is a pure substance which is consisting of only one type of atom. So you have seen, children, that many materials are present around you, and amongst these materials some are pure substances and some are mixtures. Okay, elements and compounds are pure substances, and mixture is of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Like if I ask you alloy, ALLOY, alloy is a pure substance or mixture? It is a mixture. Which type of mixture? Homogeneous mixture. For example, all of you must have seen bronze. Bronze is an alloy, जिसको हिंदी में आप कांसा कहते हैं, and bronze is used to make statues. It is a mixture of copper and tin, and in this mixture you cannot see copper and tin separately. So it is a homogeneous mixture. And now pure substances and mixtures are clear to you. Next topic is chemical symbols. Children, you should know there are 118 elements, and these elements are shown by their short name in their abbreviated form. For example, if your name is Shashwat Verma, you can say in short, my name is S. Verma. S stands for Shashwat. In the similar way, the name of elements can be represented by short name, by shortened form, or by abbreviated form. Like hydrogen, we can use first letter of this English word H. Oxygen, first letter O. Sometimes we use English name or sometimes we use Latin name. Okay? Like if we say what is the symbol of copper? You know, children, in English spelling is COPPER. But we do not say C, its short name. We say CU. So this CU is the short form of cuprum. CUPRUM. Sometimes we write symbol only by first letter, but some elements have first letter same. Like if we say carbon and calcium, first letter is C. So if we will write C, then it may stand for carbon and calcium, but it doesn't happen. We use two letters. Therefore, in this case calcium, we will use two letters. First letter will be capital and second letter will be small, like calcium, Ca. Sodium, its Latin name is nautium, and we will write N capital, small a. Okay, children? Now, sometimes first and second letter are same. In that case, we can use first letter and third letter. Like if you see magnesium, Magnesium, and manganese, Manganese. So in both these cases, you see that first and second letter is same. First and second letter is same. Magnesium, Ma, manganese, Ma. So first and second letter both are same. In this case, we will use first letter and third letter. In magnesium, first letter is M, third letter is G. So we will use first letter capital, third letter small, Mg. Manganese, M capital and small. So you have seen, children, sometimes we use English word or sometimes we use Latin word to write the symbol. Symbol is the abbreviated form of an element, or you can say symbol is the short form of an element. Now in the table, name of some elements with their symbol are given, like aluminium, Al, silver, Ag, gold, Au, sodium, Na, potassium, K, zinc, Zn, aluminium, Al. So this table is very important. Many questions will be asked, and children, you should know that symbol, chemical formula, chemical equation, all these are the backbone of chemistry. If you will understand this chapter, you can write everything, all the symbols, all the formulae and all the chemical equations that will help you in higher class also. So you will memorize today, you will memorize name of the element and their symbol. Okay, children? Thank you.